here to teach you how to crush your friends out on the pickleball court. Welcome to another episode of How to Crush Your Friends Out on the Pickleball Court. In this episode, we're going to be talking about the transition zone. Now, the transition zone is also sometimes known as no man's land, but we'll call it the transition zone for this episode. Now, the transition zone is located between the baseline and the kitchen line. It's the zone that you have to move through to get from the baseline to the kitchen line. So the transition zone, what I mostly want you to focus on to be able to crush your friends is whenever you're in the transition zone, I simply want you to drop the ball in your opponent's kitchen. Okay, when you are able to drop the ball, you're able to then move up to the kitchen line. You are not as much of a threat in the transition zone as you are when you get to the kitchen line. So this transition zone should simply be a way for you to get further up. Now, I always want you to remain in that ready position as you're moving through the transition zone. If they hit the ball to you and you're unable to get to the kitchen line first, you want to make sure you stop your feet in the transition zone. You don't want to be moving and hitting the ball at the same time ever when you're going through the transition zone. So keys again for the transition zone. Every time we get in the transition zone for this episode, we want to make sure that we're dropping the ball into our opponent's kitchen line. We're always in ready position with our paddle up, and our feet are planted anytime we hit the ball. We're never moving as we hit the ball. That's how to crush your opponents by learning the amazing ways to navigate the transition zone. A great drill for you to learn how to crush your friends on the pickleball court for the transition zone is simply to stand in that transition zone. I'm working here with my partner, Jamie Sue. Jamie Sue is going to be at the kitchen line. Her job is to hit the ball as hard as possible at me while I'm in the transition zone. Okay, I'm going to stay in the transition zone. I'm not working my way up to the kitchen line to start here, and my only job is to get the ball back into the kitchen, her kitchen side. Okay, so I'm going to try to take the pace and the power off of the ball and simply place it into the kitchen so that way I'm able to move up. But again, I'm not going to move up for purposes of this drill. I'm going to stay here. She's going to hit the ball as hard as possible at me and make it difficult for me to reset the ball into the kitchen. Here we go. In the transition zone, my entire goal is to just get that ball back, reset it, take off the pace and the power of her ball that's coming in hot, reset so I would be able to move up to the kitchen line with my partner. There we go. Good. Nice. That's really good. Again, I'm just acting as a wall. I want to keep my feet planted. Nice job. Okay, so an easy way for you to crush your friends out on the pickleball court is whenever you find yourself in the transition zone to simply reset the ball, take the pace and the power off of it so you're able to move into the kitchen line. All right, so now that we just worked on the drill to crush your friends on the pickleball court through the transition zone, we're going to take it out into a game scenario. So again, I'm going to serve the ball deep. Okay, Teresa's going to return the ball deep. If her return is deep and we third shot drop that ball into the kitchen, we may or may not be able to get to the kitchen line on our first try, and we may be stuck in the transition zone. At that point, if we're stuck in the transition zone, our goal would be to reset the ball into our opponent's kitchen to then move up to the kitchen line. So let's see if we can play that one out. Again, serve deep, deep return, nice third. Okay, so now I'm in the kitchen. I just reset that, reset, nice. Okay, now we're able to move after 2 resets in the transition zone to the kitchen line. Okay, here we go. Well done. Awesome demonstration. Okay, both myself and my partner Clint were able to reset the ball in the transition zone to easily get up to the kitchen line. Here we go. Let's try one more time. Nice. Deep return. You. Awesome. Reset. Reset. That was my bad. I did not reset the ball low enough there. Okay, it was too high, so my opponents were able to put the ball down. Let's go one more. Deep serve. Deep return. Third shot drop. Beautiful. We're able to make our way up to the kitchen here. Okay, to play that point. Woo! We love a nice let court when we're able to crush our friends on the pickleball court.